Hello, and a massive welcome from all of us here at My Tax Accountant. Look, if you've ever had that heart-stopping moment when a mortgage lender asks you to prove your income, especially if you're self-employed, then this is for you. We're going to break down one of the most useful documents you can get from HMRC, your tax year overview. So let's get you sorted.
You know the feeling, right? You found the perfect place, you're ready to go, and then the application hits a wall. They need official proof of your earnings, and that shoebox full of invoices and bank statements just isn't going to cut it. It's so stressful. But what if I told you there's one single official document that clears it all up? And honestly, getting it is way easier than you think.
So here's our game plan. We'll kick off with what this tax snapshot is and why you should even care. Then I'll walk you through, step by step, how to get your hands on it online. After that, we'll crack the code on all those numbers so you can actually use it for smart planning. And finally, we'll touch on when it's a good idea to just call in the pros. By the end, you'll be feeling a whole lot more in control.
Okay, first things first. Before we jump into the how, we really need to get a handle on the what. What exactly is a tax year overview? And more importantly, why is it such a key piece of your financial puzzle? Think of it as your master key to a much clearer financial picture.
To put it simply, think of this as your official report card from HMRC for the tax year. It's a nice, clean, one-page summary that shows everything: your total income, how much tax you've paid, and the bottom line. Whether you're all paid up, you owe a bit more, or maybe, just maybe, you're due a refund. It's the ultimate snapshot of your tax situation.
So why do you really need this thing? Well, as we said, for mortgages and loans, it's the golden ticket. But it's so much more than that. It's a fantastic tool for your own financial planning. It helps you track where you've been so you can budget for where you're going. It proves you're on the right side of HMRC. And honestly, it just gives you that incredible peace of mind.
All right, enough of the theory. Let's get practical. Let's walk through exactly how you can get this document downloaded and in your hands, like right now. And don't worry, the government website has actually made this surprisingly simple. We can do this.
Okay, it really is just a few clicks. First, you're going to head over to the gov.uk website and search for your personal tax account. You'll sign in with your government gateway ID. Now, if you don't have one yet, no sweat, setting one up is your first step. Just make sure you've got your national insurance number and a form of ID like a passport handy. Once you're logged in, just find the self-assessment part, pick the tax year you're after, and boom, there it is. Ready for you to view, download, or print out. Simple as that.
And hey, here's a quick but really important pro tip. Your government gateway login, treat it like the keys to your house, because that's basically what it is in the digital world. Keep those details somewhere super safe, but where you won't forget them. And it goes without saying, never ever share them with anyone.
What if you can't get online or you just prefer not to? No problem at all. You haven't hit a dead end. You can just pick up the phone and call the self-assessment helpline. They'll ask you a couple of security questions to make sure you are who you say you are, and then they'll pop one in the post for you. You should see it land on your doormat in about a week.
Okay, so you've got the document. But stay with me here. This next part is absolutely crucial. Understanding what you're actually looking at is where you go from just having the information to truly taking control of your finances. Let's break down those numbers without any of the confusing jargon.
I know, at first glance, it might look a little intimidating, but trust me, it's laid out really logically. You'll see your personal details right at the top. Always give those a quick scan to make sure they're right. Then it moves on to a breakdown of where your income came from, any tax relief you got, the final tax bill, what you've already paid, and the grand finale, what's left to pay, or even better, what you're getting back.
And this is a perfect example of why checking the small stuff is so important. Take Jane, a freelance designer based here in London. She was looking at her overview and spotted her address was old. A quick fix online, and she stopped missing important letters from HMRC. You see, a tiny detail can have massive consequences.
Right, now listen up, because this might be the most important tip of all. You must cross-check the income figures on your overview with your own records. I mean your pay slips, your invoices, whatever you've got. The system is pretty good, but mistakes can and do happen. Catching an error here could save you an absolute world of pain later on.
So you've got it, you understand it, now what? Well, this is where it gets interesting. Let's talk about how you can use this simple piece of paper as a powerful tool that goes way beyond just being a receipt for HMRC.
So let's go back to that mortgage application. Lenders absolutely love this document. Why? Because it's official, indisputable proof of your earnings. Now, they'll usually ask for this and your tax calculation, which you might know as an SA 302.
Think of them as a power couple. Having both ready to go shows you're on top of your game and can seriously speed up the whole approval process.
Okay, so your overview is a perfect record of the past. But its real power, it's in helping you plan for a better future. By looking back at the numbers, you can start making smarter decisions moving forward. This is where we get proactive.
Let's talk about a key number for the 2025 to 26 tax year, £12,570. What is that? That's your personal allowance. In plain English, it's the amount of money you can earn completely tax-free. Knowing this number is the absolute foundation of any kind of smart tax planning.
Now, once you earn more than your personal allowance, your income gets taxed in different slices, or bands. It's a common mistake to think all your income is taxed at one high rate. It's not. For 2025-26, the first chunk of your taxable income is hit at 20%, the next at 40%, and so on. Understanding these bands helps you see exactly where your money's going.
And here's a little did you know for you, and this one could actually save you money. It's called the marriage allowance. If you're married or in a civil partnership, and one of you earns less than the personal allowance, you can transfer a chunk of that unused allowance to your partner. This could save your household up to £252 a year. It's basically free money for filling out a form.
Look, we've covered a ton of ground, and I really hope you're feeling more confident. But let's be honest, taxes can get complicated fast. And sometimes the smartest, most stress-free decision you can make is to call for a bit of backup.
So, if you're looking at all this and just feeling a bit out of your depth, or you have that nagging feeling in the back of your mind that you might be missing out on some savings, or even paying too much tax, well, that's your cue. That's the perfect time to think about getting some professional help.
So, what do we actually do? Well, a great tax accountant does so much more than just fill in forms. We make sure everything is 100% accurate. We save you time, and let's face it, a lot of stress. We actively hunt down every single deduction and relief you're entitled to, and we give you that big picture advice to help you plan for a better financial future.
So really, why leave it to chance? Why spend your valuable time worrying about this stuff? Taking the guesswork out of your taxes frees you up to focus on what you're actually passionate about, whether that's growing your business or just enjoying your life. Getting expert advice tailored to you is the first step. Our friendly team here at My Tax Accountant is always ready to help. You can give us a call on 020-857-08531 or just drop an email to info@mytaxaccountant.co.uk. And hey, if you found this helpful, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're always putting out more straightforward guides just like this one. Thanks so much for watching.